should've gone and taken a sport at his backside when he went and told me one thing, then turned around and lied. Well, I lost all my dignity, but I sure kept my pride, and he was sure good for a song. 'Cause he bent my heartstrings and promised me the moon, play me hard till I cried out of tune, took my song and he left me worn out and brittle, play me like a hey.
What's up, you guys? It's Katie, and today we are going to be learning the dance Infinity, also known as Fiddle. So this is an advanced one-wall Catalan dance, and before all my Catalan friends jump in the comment section, I am teaching this because I've had a lot of requests for this from social line dancers. So if you are learning this because you want to dance this at your bar with your other line dance friends, that's what this is for. If you really want to nail down the technique on a Catalan level, like with precision, I really would recommend going and learning it from the original choreographers' videos, or from some other resources that I'm going to leave in the caption. Landon Purvis also has a bunch of really good tutorials on this particular dance. But I do think that I can master this dance well enough between the step sheet that has been written and the various tutorials that I've gone through for this dance to be able to give you guys a good enough picture of what this Catalan looks like so social dancers can do it. So like all of my advanced lessons, I'm going to leave the sequence up at the top. We're going to talk about the sequence, in particular this like A2 section at the end. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, Infinity. So we're going to be starting with A, which is going to be 32 counts. It is one wall. So 1 and 2, I'm starting with a kick ball cross with my right foot. So 1, I'm kicking my right foot in front of me, and I'm stepping that right foot down. 2, I'm crossing in front of me. 3 and 4, I'm going to be doing a quick rock recover and turn. So 3, some demos have this on a slight diagonal forward, some have it out to the side. I'm going to go out to the side. 3, and I'm recovering onto my left foot, and 4, as I'm doing that, I'm starting my turning sequence. So I'm already made a half turn on 4. I'm already facing 6 o'clock. I went from 12 to 6. So we went 3 and 4. 5, I'm going to be making another half turn, taking a step with my left foot. 5. 6 and 7, I'm going to be doing another kick step, and I'm going to be finishing off a half turn as I'm doing it. So I'm kicking 6 and 7, doing that kickball change. Now I'm ending facing 6 o'clock, and then stomping with my foot on 8. One important thing to note about Catalan is that pretty much every count or every step, you're doing a full weight transfer, just about, okay? So we're going to be walking through these counts really slowly, starting with the kickball cross. We went 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. Okay, so we're on our second count of 8 of part A. As I'm finishing that stomp with my right foot, I'm going to want to have my feet like just slightly apart, because otherwise it's going to be really hard to do these toe swivels if they're right next to each other. You're going to want them a good width apart so you can swivel. So 1, I'm going to be swiveling both of my toes to the right-hand side. 1, so my weight is on my left toe and my right heel, but both toes go to the right. Okay, that's 1, and I'm bringing them back to center. 2, I'm swiveling to the left side. 2, so my weight is on my right toe and my left heel, but both of my heels are to the left, and I'm bringing that back to center. Now I'm doing 2 of those to the right. 3 and 4, and bringing them back to center each time. Okay, 5, 6, I'm going to be doing 2 heel forward, so 5, 6, I'm doing a heel to the side. 6, 7, and 8, I'm finishing off with a coaster step. 7 and 8, back, forward. Okay, so let's just try that kind of 8. We did our stomp. We're doing our swivels. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so we're on our third count of 8 of part A, so we just finished our coaster step. On 1 and 2, I'm going to be doing a slight touch with my toe as I'm bringing it forward. So I'm doing a toe and then a slight scuff on and then 1, I'm crossing it over my right. So that's 1 and 2 with a cross. 3, I'm rocking with a slight jump back on my right foot. 3, 4, I'm going to be rocking back onto my left foot. 4, a lot of tutorials I see usually have a scuff in this part. So I'm going to do a slight scuff on 4 and 5, I'm rocking forward on my right foot. Okay, so just really quickly from the beginning, we did scuff 1, or toe, 1, scuff and 2, back 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7, 8, we're going to be doing a 1.5 turns. So 5, I rocked forward on my right foot, and I'm going to do a quick recover onto my left foot. I'm going to be doing a 1.5 turn. So I'm turning 6 with my right foot, 7 with my left foot, and then 8, I'm doing one more step with my right foot. I'm finishing off this 1.5 turn and stomping at the same time. 8. Okay. So you will have a lot of momentum, especially if you have a slick surface to be able to make that 1.5 turn, but you have 3 steps to do it. So from this count of 8, we just did our coaster step. 5, 6, 7, and 8. We did 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're on our last count of 8 of part A. I'm going to be, so I just finished with a stomp with my right foot. I'm going to continue to keep my weight on my left foot for now. 1 and 2, I'm going to be doing a kick and toe touch. So 1 is a kick with my right foot, 1 and stepping down onto that foot. 2, I'm going to be touching my left foot in place, kind of with it pigeon-toed inwards. This is where I'm going to be doing a one-footed heel walk in and out as I'm doing it. So you're going to want to start with your toe pointed in towards yourself. So I'm doing this pattern 2 times. Toe, heel, heel, toe. Toe, heel, heel, toe. Okay? So I'm swiveling my toe outwards, toe, then my heel outwards, heel, then my heel inwards, heel, and then my toe inwards, toe. Okay? And I'm doing that same thing. Toe, heel, heel, toe. Okay? So I'm doing it a total of 2 times. We went toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe. Okay? That with counts, we went 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. I have 2 steps to make a full rolling turn, so I'm going to be taking 2 steps. First with my left, 7, making a half turn, and then 8, making a full rolling turn. Okay, back to 12 o'clock. So let's go ahead and do that with counts really quick. We just did a kickball step, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's go ahead and do all 32 counts of part A, starting with the kickball cross. Now, it's not going to be fully up to speed of music, so I'm going to leave that to you to start to practice this faster and faster so we get speed of music, but just so we're clear about what count goes where. So 5, 6, 7, 8, we went 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now we're going to start on part B. Part B is 48 counts, but I do feel like part B is a little bit easier because it's a lot more repetition and it's a little more straightforward. So this is the part where we're doing the heel toe bit. One thing to keep in mind for this first 60 counts, because we're doing it 8 to the right and 8 to the left, is that every time my outside heel moves, like my heel that is free weighted, my inside heel is also going to be turning a little bit and I'm hopping. So I'm going heel, toe, heel, toe. You can see that my bottom foot is also turning, okay? So the pattern is going to look like this. On my outside foot, I'm going to be doing a heel on 1, toe on 2, heel on 3, toe on 4, heel, heel, toe, heel. Okay? So again, that pattern is going to look like heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, heel, toe, heel. and with a switch at the end. Okay, so as I'm doing this, every time my heel is out, my toes from my opposite foot are facing that direction. So I'm going heel, and then my left toe is facing my right direction, and then when I do my toes, my left toes are facing my left. It follows the direction that your hips are turning as you're doing this heel toe motion. Okay. So the first count of 8, we're going to the right hand side. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and. Okay? That's our first count of 8 of part B. A second count of 8 of part B, we just switched. So now we're free to do the same pattern to our left hand side. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and. Okay, let's do that one more time with counts, all 16. Starting from the heels. 5, 6, 7, 8. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're on our third count of 8 of part B. So we're starting with 2 heel switches. First with my right, then with my left. 1 and 2 and. We're doing a scuff hitch rock going forward. 3 and 4. And I'm going to cut onto my left foot. This is 3 and 4. And recovering onto my left foot and making a half turn. 5, I'm making that half turn over my shoulder, rocking forward onto my right foot again. So I basically just pushed off my right foot just to make a half turn. 4 and 5. Okay? And I'm going to be recovering back onto my left foot. 6, I'm taking a slight step back onto my right foot. 7, 8, I'm going to be taking 2 steps out, and making a half turn back over my left shoulder. 7, 8, to face my 12 o'clock wall again. Okay? A lot of people do this as just kind of a rock out to the side and recover back to center. Technically, there's a rock step, rock and out. Okay? So let's go over that with counts. We just did 2 heel switches. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. For 12 o'clock, I'm going to be starting with 4 apple jacks. We're going to be going to the right, left, right, right. So that means that my right toe and my left heel are going to be going to the right direction first. 1, return to center on and, out to the left, 2, and then 2 to the right, 3 and 4 and. Okay, that's our first 4 counts. 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm going to be doing some stomps as I'm hopping backwards. So I'm hopping on my left foot, and I'm stomping with my right foot. So I'm hopping 5, 6, 7, 8. So essentially, I'm hopping on 5, stomping on the whole count. So, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. So, let's go ahead and do that with counts, starting from the apple jacks. We did 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. When you finish that stomping, you're going to want to end with your feet slightly apart because you're going to be doing a set of apple jacks again. Okay, so we're on our next kind of A to part B. We just did these stomps backwards. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to be doing that applejack pattern again, right, left, right, right. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And this time we're going to be doing 4 hops going forward on my left foot, and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. As I'm doing that, instead of stomping, I'm going to face the camera to show you this. I'm going to be flicking my right foot outwards, inward, from the outside in, inwards, and then from the inside out, outwards, and then outwards, and then inwards 4 times. So I'm flicking it starting from outwards, across, 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 across. Okay? So, let's try that with counts. We do the apple jacks. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so the last count of 8 of part B, you have two options. So there's one 4-count hold and one essentially 4-count turn. You have the option to turn on count 1 or on count 5. So if you want to turn on count 1, this is what this is going to look like. You just finished your flicking pattern. You're going to stomp on 1, and you're going to stomp onto your right foot. You're going to be turning over your right shoulder at a full turn, spinning on your left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have the entire 4 counts to do it. If you spun on the first one, then you're going to hold the first 4 count. They're the last 4 counts: 5, 6, 7, 8. Alternatively, you can also hold the first 4 counts because you just did a lot of hopping. Hold 2, 3, 4, stomp 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. This is intended, I think, to do it as a ripple. So some sections of the dance floor can turn on 1, and some sections of the dance floor can turn on 5. Either way, you have the option to turn on 1 or both, I guess, if you really wanted to. Okay, so now that we know all 48 counts of part B, let's go ahead and try that with counts. I'm going to do the variation with the turn on 5 because I prefer that with the musicality, but you can turn on 1 if you want to. So starting from the heels: 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're now on part C. Part C is going to be 65 counts. However, it's a pretty easy 65 counts compared to where we've been so far. So let's just go ahead and knock it out. We're starting with some touches. We're starting with touching our right heel forward. 1, 2, I'm touching my right heel or my right toe backwards and turning my heel out to the side. I'm going to do that same pattern again. 3, and then touch back on 4. 5, I'm going to touch my right heel forward again. 5, 6, I'm going to hook that heel over my left leg. 6, 7, I'm going to return that heel forward, and then 8, I'm going to kick my left foot forward. Okay, finally something with my left foot. So that first count of 8, we're starting with the heel forward. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're on our next count of 8. We just kicked forward. 8, we're going to step back again with our left foot. 1, 2, I'm going to hook that right foot over again. 2, 3, and 4, I'm going to be doing a forward right shuffle. 3 and 4. 5, 6, I'm doing a forward rock recover on my left foot. 5, recover. 6, 7, and 8, I'm doing a half turning shuffle. 7 and 8. Okay, let's just do the first 16 counts starting from the touches. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so we're on our third count of 8. We just did our shuffle to the back, 7 and 8. We're going to do that same pivot and half shuffle again. Rock forward on our right. 1, 2, recover on our left. 3 and 4, returning a half turn over our right shoulder. 3 and 4. 5, 6, I'm doing a half left pivot turn, so taking a step forward with my left. 5, half turn pivot on 6. 7 and 8, I'm going to do 3 little stomps, left, right, left. 7 and 8, going straight to the back. Okay, so let's go ahead and try that really quick. We just start a rock, recover, shuffle. 7 and 8, we're adding on another rock. 1, 2, shuffle. 3 and 4, turn. 5, 6, stomp, stomp, stomp. 7 and 8. Okay, so we just did our 3 little stomps, 7 and 8. This section we're going to be doing a heel hook, scuff, heel hook, scuff step pattern. So I'm taking my right foot first. I'm going heel 1, hook 2, stepping forward with my right on 3, and then scuffing with my left on 4. Scuff. Doing the same pattern. Heel 1, hook, or excuse me, heel 5, hook 6, step 7, scuff 8. Okay, let's go ahead and try that again with counts. So we just did stomp, 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 7 and 8. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so in our next section, we're going to be starting with the first 4 counts with just a simple right jazz box. Cross 1, back 2, out 3, together 4. You're going to want to leave a little bit of room just to do this next pattern. So 5, 6, and 7, and 8, I'm going to be doing a sequence that you're probably familiar with if you know Stetson. Basically, we're doing a heel and toe and heel and step. Okay. So first we're doing this sequence on our right foot. So I'm stepping my right foot heel out first. Sometimes, as a side note, sometimes when I see people do this, sometimes it's at an angle to the right, like the right diagonal forward, and sometimes it's just straight forward. So do with that information what you will. It's just written in Zavi's step sheet, the unofficial step sheet, as being forward, but I've seen both. So we're starting with the right heel forward, heel on 5, and 6 is a toe, like as you're jumping onto your right foot. 6 and 7 is a heel, right heel again, and 8 is a stomp next to you. So we're going 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Okay, as you stomp, this is definitely another occasion where you want your feet to be apart so that you have room to swivel like we did in part A. Okay, let's just go over that count of 8. So starting with the jazz box, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Okay, so we just did our little Stetson bit, 5, and 6, and 7, 8. After the right pattern, so you led with your right foot, you're going to first toe swivel out to your left-hand side. 1, 2, and then out to your right side. 3, 4. We're now going to do that other pattern on our left, the Stetson pattern on our left side. 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Okay, so we came from our Stetson, 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Swivel left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8. We're going to do the swivels one more time, this time out to our right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to keep this all in one block because even though it's not perfect counts of 8, it's going to be easier to track. So we started with our jazz box. We went 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do my toe heel pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swivels. 5, 6, 7, 8. Again on the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swivels. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now for the last 12 counts of part C, we're basically going to be doing the first 12 counts of part C again. So after we did these last heel swivels, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm now going back to my heel touches. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, stomping out with our left. That's count 65 out of 64, or when it normally would be 64. Okay, so let's go ahead and try that. We just came out of the swivel section. We're repeating the first 12 counts of C again. So we went 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeating C, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and then going into a hold. Okay, so let's go ahead and do all 65 counts of part C all together, starting with the heels forward. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 1. Okay, so now the only thing we have left to talk about is the sequence. So the sequence has been up here the whole time, so let's go ahead and go through each thing and let you know what's going on. So the first 2 times we have part A and part A, all 32 counts, no changes. It's a one wall part A, so we don't have to worry about anything. It's going to drop us back off at 12 o'clock. Then we have part B, that's all 48 counts of part B all the way through, no changes. B2 means that we're going to be doing only the first 32 counts of part B. So we're going up and through the first apple jacks into the stomps, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then instead of doing the rest of B, we're going to hold for 4 counts and then go into part C. So C we only do one time. We're going to go all the way through part C. Now C is going to dump us facing the back, facing 6 o'clock. So now we have this 7 count hold. In the next section, you'll see A2, A2, A2. So A2 is the first 8 counts of part A. So the way that you have a couple options with this. You can either dance this as a ripple, and if you dance this out socially, you'll be able to see like there are some dancers on certain parts of the floor that'll dance this on the first A2, and then some dancers will do it on the second A2, and some dancers will dance this on the third A2. So essentially, when you're learning this dance, you need to be prepared to execute the first 8 counts of part A on any of the A2s, or both, or maybe all 3 of them. So this is an advanced dance. I mean, so be prepared for some flexibility in that. If you end up doing part A2 twice in this ripple section, you will end up backwards. So during that 24 count hold, like after this ripple section is a 24 count hold, at some point during that 24 count hold, you will have to turn yourself back to 12 o'clock. But that's what you do during that 24 counts, is figure out how to get yourself back to the front. So if you only do the ripple one time, you don't have to worry about that. You will automatically get dropped back off at 12 o'clock. Okay, so then we have a 24 count hold, like I just talked about. Do whatever you want. Freestyle, little tiny heart. My favorite part of the song, to be honest. After that, we go into part A one last time, no modifications all the way through. Then into part B one more time, no modifications all the way through. Then we're going to be doing B3. So B3 is going to be the last 24 counts of part B. So after, like, starting from the Applejacks and going to the end of the dance from there. So that is all of Infinity. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please don't roast me too hard in the comments for my Catalan people. I will see you out on the dance floor.